Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are not new. My name is Jenny and today I'm going to be showing you guys a makeup tutorial as well as how I do my eyebrows because I've gotten a lot of questions about that, so I thought I would just go ahead and show you guys because I know that I just like avoid it every single time because it takes a while. First, I'm going to go ahead and apply my Laneige sleeving mask. It just looks like this and it's really nice and moisturizing, and I love the berry flavor. I know some people get turned off about it, but I actually really like it. So the first thing I want to do is make sure my face is moisturized, so I'm going to go in with the Hello Fab Coconut Water Cream, and I've only been using this for a little bit. I don't use it too often just because I don't know if my skin reacts with coconut well, because sometimes it tends to burn when I use coconut products, so I've just been trying this like little by little. Sorry, the chair is like super squeaky, but I'm just going to put on this as a moisturizer. And then make sure your hands are clean. Next, I really like going in with my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. This is like one of my favorite concealers and it has been for a really long time. I don't remember exactly how I discovered this. I really don't remember who was recommending it, but I know someone was and I was like, okay, I have to have that. I have to try it out. So I did, and I just like completely fell in love with it. So what I like doing is I prefer to outline the bottom portion of my eyebrow first, just so it can kind of give me a shape. I don't tweeze my eyebrows or get them waxed or anything, so yeah, I only pretty much tweeze the center part. So I'm just gonna go in like this, and I'm gonna look and see where I want the shape to go. Some days I'll have more of an arch, and some other days I will have it more straight. It really just depends on how I want it. So I also go over any hairs that might be in the way just because, yeah, they're in my way. And then what I like doing is going in with my brow powders. So I have two here. I have the Anastasia brow powder and then I have the Wet n Wild brow powder. I like both of them, and as you can tell, I mostly use the darkest shade in the Wet n Wild and then I use the more lighter shade in the Anastasia palette. I don't know why that is, honestly. I kind of like mix both of them at the same time, but sometimes it's just I pick up more of one than the other. So I'm gonna go into the two darkest shades in my eyeshadow like kits. My eyebrow kits, and I'm just gonna go right under here. I don't like that I have a shadow. I need to figure out this lighting. I just like to go right on top of the concealer, and I'm just kind of outlining it, and then just continue to fill in the eyebrow. It's just like my natural shape. I don't really try to reshape it too much, but like I said, some days a straighter brow is just necessary. If I'm being completely honest, I haven't had a good brow day in it seems like forever. So as you can see, that definitely created more of an arch, and it is pretty dark. So we're gonna go ahead and do this other side. So yeah, just kind of go through, and then I don't like setting them right away just because when you put on your foundation and concealer and everything, I find that it can tend to rub off the eyebrows just a tiny bit. So I do like going back in and touching everything up. So that's why I'm just going to wait until I get to that part to finish them off. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my primer. This is my Guerlain primer. I actually have not used this baby in quite some time. So yeah, I'm going to use it today. And let's go ahead and see how this works. I don't remember if this worked more better on dry skin or oily skin, but I really don't remember. Just going to put it on my forehead. I usually like applying my primer while I'm doing my brows, but I completely forgot. That's usually what I would do, just so it can kind of soak in the product. So yeah, this is how my skin is looking right now. Not too many dark spots or anything. So as you can see, there is still concealer under my brows. So I just like to go ahead and blend them out, just so it doesn't dry up like that, because I do like it to be a little bit more seamless. Okay, now for foundation today, I decided to go with an oldie but a goodie. This is the BECCA Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. I have not used this in a really long time. You guys know that I used to love oh my god, I was just so in love with my freaking like all matte foundation. And I just realized that, you know, I do like using other stuff besides that, but it's always nice to go back to this. And I just use about like a pump and a half. I just put it on here. And then I like spreading it around. Look at that full coverage. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a Sigma flat top kabuki brush. I love Sigma brushes. If you guys are interested, I will leave a link down below. I do also have an affiliate link that you guys can use as well, but I'll leave both options open just in case you guys are curious. Yeah, how have you guys been? I've been well. I feel like life has kind of calmed down a bit. I'm excited for Valentine's Day to be over, and I'm excited for literally any holiday that has to do with spending money to be over. I hate spending money, honestly. I don't really like doing it, and when I do have to, I do it, but I'm not necessarily always excited about it. I mean, who's excited about spending money? I don't know anybody. Okay, I really like how this foundation looks. I do think that I need a little bit more just in the center of my face because that's where I tend to get the most red. I don't know why my cheeks are so red today. It's so weird. Yeah, I know that my eyebrows look crazy, but they will get better. For my concealer, I'm going to use Tarte Shape Tape and Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. And I like both of these. I don't like one more than the other. Actually, I like the Bare Skin a little bit more, just because the Tarte Shape Tape can tend to be a little bit more drying. So I'm going to spritz my Beauty Blender with Mario Badescu facial spray. It's not as damp as I would like it, so. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, but my Khmer viewers, they wanted me to go to Cambodian New Year, and I honestly don't know if I'm gonna go this year. I would like to, but I can't really like foresee the future that far. And actually in April, I'm going to Disney World, April 16th to the 23rd. So I really need to figure out when Cambodian New Year is. I think it's the second weekend, which I might be fucked because I think that's the weekend that I have to leave, so yeah, I'm not really sure. I would like to go, but I can't promise you guys anything. I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cream contour. You guys know the drill. I love this lighting because I can see exactly where my nose contour needs to go. I did break out from the ColourPop foundation, you guys. I'm gonna throw it away because there is no way that I can actually put that on my face again. But yeah, Carmen says she's coming to town this week. I don't know if I'm gonna see her or not because I feel like I have too much to do, but I really want to see her. I have like a bunch of texture on my forehead and I don't know why. I wasn't using anything different with my skincare and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, makes me a little upset. There's nothing cortisone can't fix. I get a lot of people asking me about like how I cleared my acne and like what I did to really combat it, and honestly, I just slathered cortisone all over my face. I have no secrets for you guys. I had a few brands that wanted to sponsor some acne videos and stuff and talk about it, and I know acne is such a personal thing that for it to be sponsored, I feel like it's just so like not genuine. So I really just like wanted to tell you guys that honestly I feel like cortisone really helped me because I was having so much eczema flare up. I just did not know what to do with myself, and it was a really hard time in my life where the last thing I needed was to be insecure, you know what I mean? So it really just helped a lot, and I feel like if you guys are struggling, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, but really try out cortisone and see if it'll work for you, because it definitely worked for me, and I was just like so happy. I just like going over everything just to make sure it's like really blended. Sometimes it can look kind of splotchy. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and just set my under eyes. I love using my Dermablend powder. This is just, wow, this is like the best powder ever. Honestly, if you guys are looking for a new one on the market, and it's not that expensive either, if I'm being real with you. I think it's like $27 compared to Laura Mercier, where that's like $43. So I highly recommend to try out this one if you guys are really looking for a new powder. Just gonna go ahead and set my under eyes. I also like setting where I place my bronzer because I feel like it just goes on a little bit more smooth. So basically just your whole face. I don't get it, like why do some people be like, oh, you should be more natural, you should be more natural, you should be more this, you should be more that, and it's like, I know that I can go natural, but I just like love makeup too much to do that. I love just being snatched. Now we're gonna move on to bronzer. I'm still using my broken BECCA bronzer because I've tried using other bronzers, like I really have, but this is just the only one that works for me and the only one that I really like. This one is just like, I don't know how to explain it. It just blends like it's just such a freaking good bronzer. You need to try it. So I'm just using it with this e.l.f. brush because it's a really good brush to kind of blend everything out with. I don't know if that's all that I want to do. I'm gonna add just a little bit more just because I love the way that bronzer looks on me, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more. When this brush is clean, you don't really have to use such a heavy hand, but because it's dirty, it's a little bit harder to blend it out. So it looks like it's separating on my face. That's just how my cheekbones are though. For my contour, we're gonna use Kevyn Aucoin Contour Book, and I like this shade here. And I feel like this is like such a different vibe because I'm showing you guys all the products that I'm using, whereas I usually don't. Because I feel like you guys know what I like, you know? I don't know. Are we like not that close yet? I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the medium shade and just run that along my nose just to further contour that. So now that that's done, I'm gonna clean up under my contour because it's what I always do. I wasn't gonna do it because people were like talking shit, but I was like, no, I like doing it, so I'm gonna do it. I've really been liking this palette lately. This is the Morphe. Are we even on autofocus? I don't think so. This is the Morphe palette. It's in 8W, and I love this freaking shade right here. It's like so good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a brush just to wipe all of this off. My makeup skills are not that great, but I like doing my makeup anyway. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. So you guys know that I love my quad palette. These are just my everyday eyeshadows that I have to have with me. This actual, I don't know what this is. Actually, I think it's a ColourPop shadow. Yeah, it's ColourPop in the shade Ringer. I don't use that one too much. I don't even know what that true shade is, but I love using Caramel, as you can tell, and then Sienna, and then I also love Fudge. So these are like my 4 shadows that I use, my 3 shadows that I use every single day. So yeah, I actually really like them. You guys should get them and try them out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Caramel, and I'm just gonna put that right into my crease. So I need to use a little mirror. So I'm just going to take this and put it right into my crease. And then basically I just like to deepen it up. I just like to deepen up the shade as I go along. And I'm going to go into Sienna. And then I like to take the shade Sienna and just run it along my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Fudge, which is again the darkest shade right over here on this side. And I'm just gonna take that and put that on the outer corner just to deepen out this eyeshadow a little bit more. And then taking Sienna once again and just kind of blending all of that together. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Marc Jacobs eyeshadow. I really like it. I think it's super cute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that right on my eyelid, just with my finger. I know that I've shown this look before, but I thought I would just show you guys in HD because I know some people think like, you know, I like Facetune and stuff, and I do sometimes. I just like make my eye a little bit more detailed and stuff, but the texture on my skin is basically just smooth, so not really much I can do there. I'm gonna go ahead and just spritz my face so it doesn't look too powdery. And then we're just gonna go ahead and do the wing liner and just wrap it all up. I think I already showed you guys how to do a wing liner in my recent videos, so you guys can check out the red lip wing liner makeup look if you guys are interested. Yeah, because I do go more in depth in that video, so if you guys like really want to know how to do it step by step, then be sure to check out that video. I'm gonna use these lashes by Baddie B, and they're super cute. I love them so much. This is in the style Instaho. It's my favorite. Now that that's done, I have this lip color by Carity. This is in the shade All Night Long, and I just wanted to try this out because I actually have not tried out any of their lip products. I think this is just a little too pink for me, so I'm gonna add a little bit of Cork by Dose of Colors. Okay, so that looks really pretty. The exact shade to that is probably this BECCA lipstick in the shade, this is in the shade Taupe. So that is what it looks like. BECCA did send this to me. This is such a beautiful shade, but this is a little bit more of like that kind of blotted lip look. This is what I've been wearing like for an everyday kind of nude shade, and I don't want it to look like I have on lipstick, but I do have on lipstick, so I do really love this shade. I highly recommend it. One of my favorites when I'm just wearing like a bare face and like really light makeup. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add Just a little bit of a lighter shade in the center. I always keep glosses in my mini pochette, so I brought it here. Actually, so happy that I have that because I need this. This is the Morphe gloss in the shade Freebird, and it's just like a really pretty nude shade. So this is my completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is like my literal everyday. Is this good ASMR? This is like my literal everyday makeup because I do this every single day. Like I can't even lie. Oh my god. Can we now? I almost forgot to put on highlighter. Actually, so let's do that. I need my Rudolph nose. And then I need the bridge of my nose. And then I need my inner corner.